All over the walls. All over the walls. He splattered his brains.
Why aren't you in China? Stop making Chinese noises. We can't... No, don't do that. That's Chinese.
What's happening?
Bro, I'm just calling my friend who made that noise.
Here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again with these crazy noises he been making.
Quill, press myself, finger myself, and I touch myself with the butt and I finger it. And I like it when I need puts it in deep.
Ian's, technically, this is Hurricane Ian's fourth landfall. And we talked about that several days ago, not necessarily a fourth. We talked about possible third landfall. Occurring right now, as you can see on the radar. It's essentially making landfall, even though officially the eye wall has not come in contact with the southeast coast yet. But it's very, very soon. You're already feeling the effects of the Category 1 hurricane. Got storm surge warnings along the coast of South Carolina.
Of course!
Another landfall. But three obvious landfalls. Cuba, United States, twice. Actually 3 times is what they consider. Some of these landfalls, because it made contact with a barrier island first, then went into the harbor and made landfall again. So pretty wild. And some things I want to share with you guys regarding the landfall in Florida. The current landfall right here. Let me refresh this camera. I found a camera in South Carolina.
Oh,
Who the fuck is talking? Who the fuck is talking?
My friends tell me about the hurricane in South Carolina and what it looks like.
That guy sounds like he's in his 40s.
So?
Inappropriate.
Starting to see some rainfall.
Yeah.
Getting windy.
I'd hate to be in South Carolina right now. Wouldn't you?
Hey, I got a question for you, man. Is Bahariterra real? This guy keeps saying he lives in Bahariterra.
Yeah, I think guys, I'm just kind of getting my ducks in a row sometimes.
Yeah, you muted your mic. I know, or you muted your mic.
These live streams, you're trying to manage multiple windows and multiple pieces of information that I definitely want to share with you guys. We're along the South Carolina coast right here. You can see the wind.
Actually, it's
Bahariterra, but you know it's not anywhere close to what we saw with the Florida landfall, and that's a good thing. But I'm going to show you how this thing weakened. Obviously, when it went across landfall through Central Florida, it weakened because of its interaction with land. But I'm going to show you something that occurred while it entered the Atlantic Ocean, and I saw it on the satellite presentation. And you don't normally, not able normally to see it in that capacity.
Excuse me, sir?
Inappropriate.
Alright, thank you.
I'm going to share that with you guys here in just a moment. But anyway, we are along the coast of South Carolina right here. This camera here is looking...
Sinterra.
Sinterra, Alhamzul, Machna wa Servil.
One of the intercoastal waterway. This is George Bishop Parkway. That's right along the coast of South Carolina. And this is where the
Holy moly!
forecasted to make land.
The wind just went up to 70 miles an hour in Bahariterra and one of the trees in my backyard fell.
Fall, looking at a map of possible flash flooding here in the next
I gotta make sure my
24
window's
hours,
not
you can
broken.
see a wide area of
Let me see.
moderate potential covering most of South Carolina and most of North Carolina
I'm in a
and about
presentation.
half of Virginia. This is going to be a large-scale event. Once again, the rain is going to
I'll
be
show it to you if you remind me.
the main component of this very powerful storm that's just loaded with moisture. It's going to be rain all up and down the East Coast, well inland, into the mountains of Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia.
So the hurricane is gonna hit Virginia, but it's going to be in the mountains and not along any of the
Is
coastal
Bahari Terra
cities.
real?
Sorry, hang on, let me mute this real quick. One of my friends wanted to tap into the presentation. So my question was, the hurricane is going to hit the mountains of Virginia, but is it going to hit any of the coastal cities like Virginia Beach or Newport News? Because people keep telling me that it's going to hit Newport News, but I believe there's no hurricane there.
A lot of rain. Yeah, there's still more to come. A lot.
Oh. Where I live, it's just extremely windy, but it's not really raining right now. But that's because we are in the coast in between. Ington. So, yeah.
And lots of rain. So
You muted
Yeah,
your
this
mic
thing
when you
is
said
just
the name of the places.
getting started now along the East Coast. Had huge impacts in Florida. I've got some things I want to share with you guys from Florida, and we'll come back to these cameras here in a minute. You can see the winds are picking up as the eye wall's getting closer and closer.
You're muted.
What?
So let's go back to the intercoastal waterway.
Excuse me, sir? So the hurricane's not going to come near Bahariterra, or is it going to come close to... Carolina?
Camera. Yeah, this one here, you're starting to see some movement. No water accumulating yet. I think they're expecting, it's going to be a wide variety depending on, the outer bands. I think North Carolina is getting more rain right now than
Or not.
South Carolina.
Or not.
At least that's what it looks like to me on radar. But they're getting plenty of rain in South Carolina.
On the North Carolina barrier islands, we're not seeing any rain. Cape Hatteras is completely dry. I don't think the hurricane's gonna touch us.
But you don't see anything accumulating yet. These ditches right here are still fairly dry. You don't see any standing water yet. That'll surely change as we move
Send
forward
about
throughout the morning,
Bahariterra.
early afternoon, and it's
Another
going to rain for a
egg
long
bag.
time. And I think again, a considerable amount of rain is already occurring. In fact, I might take us up to North Carolina. In fact, we will.
Hi.
We're going to go right up in this area here. The eye wall's right here. This is the eye. It's coming in.
Morehead City, North Carolina. Palm trees.
This direction, and it's going to keep going, and then weaken to
The palm
tropical
tree fell
storm,
in the
tropical
ocean.
depression. But it's going to form. I'm going to show you what it's going to do, and we've seen these things before in the past. Let me show you what it's going to do. It's going to go up and form what I call that scorpion in the sky. It's going to come up, and it's going to make this big center of rotation right up in here. And the tail is going to kind of go up the eastern seaboard, and all of this is going to be rain for the next 2 or 3 days. Rain wrapped around the storm.
This is going to flood us, because the Outer Banks in North Carolina are like very low-lying islands, and we're not that high up above sea level.
That's the direction it's going to go.
Well, frick me then.
Right now, I want to go over to North Carolina. We're going to catch a radar site right here, in fact, right here in the, oh wow, see what I mean? Yeah. They're getting a lot more rain over here in the North Carolina area. Look.
I can confirm that I don't see any rain out my window right now.
Look at that. Wow. And this is 100 miles away from the eyeball. So more rain coming down in North Carolina than in South Carolina.
No, it's more rain in South Carolina than it is here. I think you're mistaken, sir. Have you looked at a map of the Outer Banks?
How about that?
Yeah, pull out your Outer Banks map. See how about that? Because it's not raining here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's just this has just been an unbelievable storm. It's going to be flooding up there in the North Carolina
Yeah.
coastal
Definitely.
areas. Let's see what we can come up with. Mans Harbor, Avon.
Avon. Did you ever talk to Chechny about what would happen with the vanilla, our vanilla farm?
Swan Quarter, these places are getting some very heavy rain. In fact, there's a report right there of storm surge. Report this morning, train spotter along Back Creek reported water levels 4 feet above normal,
I'm taller
or
than
3
that.
feet above normally dry ground. And that is storm surge in this area right here by Beaufort, right along the coast of North Carolina. And let's see, Beaufort, Atlantic,
From
right
the
in there. They're
coast.
already reporting storm surge of 4 feet in North Carolina.
Sir, have you took a look at it at the perspective from the coast? Because we're not getting any rain in North Carolina on the coast, on the Outer Banks. If you've actually took a look at the map I'm showing you,
And this is all the way up from the eye wall. The eye wall's right here. You're getting storm surge up here. Wow.
sir,
So Ian's far from over. It's going to be a long duration. It has been a long duration event, and it's still going.
well, my island is not getting any rain right now. I'm in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I don't see any rain right now. It's been dry and calm.
It'll take rain all the way up the coast.
No, it won't.
In New York, you'll get rain up in New York. You'll get rain up in, let's see, New Jersey. You'll see rain. Obviously, Virginia. You'll see rain all up and down the East Coast. It'll swirl inland.
Texas need that? I'm not interrupting you. Don't say that.
Virginia, North Carolina. You guys are going to see a lot of rain from this. In fact, that's what the National Hurricane Center is forecasting anyway. Here's a look at this camera. Along the coast of South Carolina, starting to do a little bit of bouncing. I mean, this is very, very minimal compared to what we saw yesterday. See, it's starting to bounce a little bit. It's getting windier. I think they've got forecasts of up to 80, maybe 85 miles per hour.
You're muted.
Here's right now the rain forecast. You can see it includes all of Virginia, all of West Virginia, all of North Carolina, 98% of South Carolina, except the far western parts of North and South Carolina, all but maybe the north part of New Jersey, parts of southern Pennsylvania, parts of southeastern Ohio. Just a humongous area. All of this area. In fact, I'll try to circle it if I can. Yeah, I can get it.
Everyone's gonna die.
Let's do it. All of this area from here.
We're all gonna die.
Go all the way up in Jersey. I like that. Heavy rains for the next 24 to 36 hours. Heavy rains already starting. Looks like I
We
said, we
needed
need more
that.
rain
That
right
was a
now
drought.
in those outer feeder bands than they are in actual South Carolina. South Carolina was reporting think storm surge. Let's go back down here. You can see the eye wall. You can see the center of rotation. And the reason it didn't get any stronger than a Category 1, I want to show you guys why it didn't here in just a second. This is a flood being reported near Garden, South Carolina. Check it out. This is my first time looking at it here. Flooding reported in the streets of Garden City. Combination of surge and heavy rainfall. And Garden City is right here in northern.
You're muted.
Between Myrtle Beach, actually just south of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So getting a little more wind component down here in South Carolina.
Sir, your mic went out again. You're muted again.
There
you go.
Look at the heavy rain difference up here in North Carolina opposed to South Carolina. Unbelievable. Wow.
I'd just like to point out, while you're giving me a chance to speak, that this storm is very weird because it doesn't really look like a hurricane. The eye of the hurricane, instead of in the middle, is like on the very edge of the storm, and there's only like one very long arm that extends like 3 states over. Isn't that weird? But yeah, go ahead.
Seeing tropical storm force winds in Fayetteville. Let's read this report. I haven't read it yet. First time.
I have a report for Morehead City, North Carolina on the Outer Banks. If you'd be willing to get a coastal report, my yard is flooded with seawater.
I'm reading it. 41 mile an hour wind gust reported at Fayetteville Regional Airport. Here's another report. Let's see what this one says.
I call it
Just
Bahariterra
information.
International
39
Airport.
mile an hour gust reported at Laurinburg Maxton Airport. Some more wind gusts down here. This is closer to the eye wall. Let's see. They might be a little stronger. Oh, here we go. Andrews, South Carolina. This was a report today, earlier this morning. Multiple trees down across Andrews, South Carolina. And that would be right here along the coast.
From the coast.
Right in this area here. There's Andrews right there. Multiple trees down. And, you know, the ground being so saturated, that's what happened in Florida. And with the wind stopping now, the trees coming down should, you know, slow down considerably. But the ground gets so saturated and you have those high winds, and not only the ground saturated, the trees themselves become saturated. But what kept this storm from getting any stronger than a Category 1 was, number one, the obvious reason. It only had from basically here to re-strengthen, but it did. And I think it could have re-strengthened more if it hadn't have been for what's shaping the storm. You can see a big area over here that's wide open. What's this here? This is a report of something. Flood in the Columbia area? Let's check it out. That's 9/30/22. Reported roadway flooding on I-20. And that's
Mein Kaiser Elisabeth.
in the upper right-hand corner.
Yes, sir.
Are you watching the presentation?
Springs ended up setting a new record. The peak is major flood stage, and it eclipsed the old record by over 2 feet. I'm going to show you all these. All of these purple dots you see across the center of the state of Florida.
Excuse me? I have to go. I have an appointment. Alrighty. Bye. See y'all.
Ivara. 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 Ivara.
Have you seen my clothes? I can't find any of my shirts and t-shirts anywhere. I don't know exactly where they went or what happened to them, but they're all missing.
Can you hear me, Ivara?
shirt. I can't find any of my outfit. I need to put on a new outfit before I go, but I can't find any of them in my closet. So...
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
yeah, I would be interested in this, but we don't know for sure because of my clothes.
Can you hear me?
Hang on. I accidentally forgot my phone in my room. Let me go get it. It's right over there on the table. See it?
What?
Hi, let's go. I'm outside.
What?
Thank you. Hello.
Hello? North Carolina?
Welcome, welcome.
You live in North Carolina?
No, I was watching a presentation about that place.
No, you said you're on the coast of North Carolina, bro.
I was just lying. I'm trying to get on my scooter. Hang on. Isn't it a beautiful sunny day here in Bahariterra? Are you there? Can you see my camera? Look, I'm driving here in Bahariterra. Isn't it a beautiful weather? Adrian, look, I'm proving that I'm not in the USA. I'm driving in Bahariterra on the left side of the road. See me? I have my camera on. I'm flying down the left side of the road. Yes, I am, look. I got my camera on. Just turn the just look at my camera, don't turn yours on, please. Hello? I'm driving.
You're driving in your own car?
Scooter. Bro, that's gay. Don't make that noise.